ladies and gentlemen. My name is John McCarthy, welcoming you all back to this TGC Network broadcast. And our coverage is starting today on the 6th. Let's quickly get down there and see what's happening. And about 165 yards to the pin. Going with the 5-iron here. I think he's overcompensated here. He's flying the green, I think. And this putt's right around 2 feet. And now setting up on this par 3. And going with the 9-iron. And he's got to be happy with that. This putt's for birdie. And this putt is for par. Solid putt. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee-off. Okay, this one's looking pretty good. And from about 120 yards out. This is heading towards the green. This one's about 6 feet away. For the bird. And on to the 9th hole. And about 180 yards to the pin. And going with the 6-iron. Poor luck on that approach shot. Not enough club on that one, I think. And this putt could save par. Okay, and the 10th hole. Yeah, this one's a close call. This could be in the rough. And about 140 yards to go. Going with the 9-iron. Oh, that was close. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And next up we have a par 5 hole. Now he's probably not too pleased with himself after that one. And now back into the fairway. And about 145 yards to the pin. Nothing wrong with that. And about 17 feet to the cup. Oh my gracious, that was close. And for the par. And now setting up on the par 3. Nice shot. I think you'll like that. And this putt is for birdie. This one's right around 8 feet. And the par putt will drop. And now teeing off on this par 4. And he will like that from about 185 yards. I think that's a 5-iron. This one's heading for the green. All right, and he's on the green. And 11 feet to go here. Oh, and just doesn't want to drop. And for the par. And setting up now on the 14th tee. And I think he will like that. From 130 yards out. Taking a shot with the pitching wedge. This might be a bit too much club. And that's not very good as far as approach shots go. A bit too much club on that one. And with this, hopefully, they can save par. Ooh, it looked close, but just didn't go. And this for the bogey. And moving on to the 15th hole. Well, this one's questionable as to where it's going to end up. Well, this one's still in the rough, but I'd take this lie over the previous. And about 17 feet left to go. Ooh, and that was very, very close. And this one is for the bogey. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And now setting up on the 16th tee. And that was spectacular work, hitting the green on this par 4 off the tee. And this one's for birdie. Oh my lands, that was very close. And this one looks about 4 feet. And that putt drops on in for par. And now getting ready to tee off on this par 3. And that looks like a 5-iron. Well, it's not on the top of the list of best approach shots today. Just too much club. And this one's about 4 feet from the cup. And that par putt will drop. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. This one's looking pretty good so far. This one's about 9 feet away. For the birdie. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to you. My name is John McCarthy, and I am oh so glad that you chose to join us for today's event here on the TGC Network. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the third round of this event, and we are going right down to the first hole to pick up on the action. Going with a pitching wedge here. And pitching wedge proving to be a bit too much here. And this putt to save par. Ooh, that would have been good. And it's about a few feet from the cup. And that one will drop. And now let's see what the second hole has in store. And I doubt he'll be too pleased with that. I think he'll like that. And this putt's for birdie. This one's about a 7-footer. Oh, I thought that one was gonna be in. And this putt is for bogey. And now let's move to the third hole. Going with the 5-wood. This shot looks bound for the beach, folks. "33 feet to the cup. And this one's for the bogey. And a nice putt there. And now the fourth hole. And I think he's going to like that. And this for the birdie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. Okay, let's see what the 5th has in store today. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here. And about 215 to the pin. Going with the 5-wood here. I think you'll like that. Oh, and it just didn't drop. And to save the par. And now the 6th hole. Well, so far so good for this one. Okay, and from 150 yards out. Looks like a 7-iron, and this could be long. And about 4 feet from the cup. And the par putt drops. And let's see what the 7th hole has in store today. And not the best approach shot. It seems to me the wind might have gotten a hold of that approach shot. And this putt to save par. And finishing the hole with a solid putt. And next on the plate is the 8th hole. Well, this one's looking pretty good. Yeah, apologies to the folks at home, but that one actually ended up in the rough. I think he's going to like that. And 33 feet to go. And this one's for par. And a decent putt. And teeing off on this next hole. Wind could be an issue on this one. And, well, I guess we're about to find out. Okay, and from 180 yards out. Going with the 6-iron. And he'll be happy with that. Five feet to go here. And that putt will go for par. And let's see what the 10th has in store. And I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. Well, this one's still in the rough, but that was hit from quite an awkward lie. And this putt to save par. And moving on to the 11th hole. Well, this is a close one. It could end up in the fairway. And now back into the fairway. And about 150 yards to the pin. And here's an 8-iron. This one's looking pretty good. And about 7 feet to go here. And that one will go for birdie. And just about to tee off on this par 3. And this is for birdie. Ooh, and that was very close. Okay, and now we will take a look at the leaderboard. And now setting up for the par 4 tee off. It's looking like it's heading into the fairway. And about 190 yards to the pin. Yeah, it looks like a 5-iron. And about 17 feet to the cup. And that one drops for the birdie. And now setting up for the next par 4 hole. Yeah, this is looking fairway bound. From 140 yards out. Going with the 9-iron here. And that approach is on the green, but quite lengthy putt ahead. And that one goes for birdie. And setting up now on the 15th. And he's probably going to like that. From here, about 230 to the pin. And that shot will be on the green with a fair amount of distance to make up to get that next putt in the hole. And this one's about 6 feet away. And that putt will drop for par. And teeing off on this par 4. It didn't look like you had clean contact on that one. And this for the birdie. Ooh, I thought that was going to go. And tapping in for the par. And teeing off on this par 3. It looks like the hybrid is on display here. And some unfortunate luck there on that approach shot. Too much club. And they're about 3 feet away here. And that's got to be a mistake. Those usually drop. And this putt is for bogey. And moving on to the 18th hole. And this shot's looking promising. Well, you'll probably like that. He's got to be pleased with that. And this putt is for birdie. And tapping in to end the round on a birdie.